In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Visual Studio Code, or VS Code, on your Mac. Now, please keep in mind that Visual Studio Code is a completely different product from Visual Studio. Both of these are made by Microsoft, both are for developing software, but we're using Visual Studio Code in this class. If you already have Visual Studio installed on your machine, you can also install Visual Studio Code, so please make sure you do that. I'm accessing the site that is currently code.visualstudio.com/download. It might change, but the link will be available within the course to get to this page. I want to download the Mac version. Now, there are a couple of different Mac choices. I recommend you just take the main one, but if you want one of the more targeted versions, you're welcome to do that if you're a little more advanced in how you handle your software installs, but I'm going to use just the top option here to make it simple. I'm going to go ahead and allow that download to occur. And so it's going to take just a few seconds for that to download. And then we'll put it in place and get things set up for Python. So down here in my dock, I'm watching to see the icon change to the Visual Studio Code icon, which it has. So I don't want to launch it from here, but rather I want to go into Open in Finder. So right now it's downloaded, ready, but it's in the Downloads folder. I recommend moving it to Applications. So I'm just going to click on that, drag it over into Applications. Now if I open up Applications down here at the bottom, I'll see Visual Studio Code. So let's go ahead and launch that. Yep, I know it's from the internet and I want to use it. So the first thing it does when it comes up is it gives you some options to customize the theme and so forth. You are welcome to alter those. I'm just going to go into what we need to do for the Python pieces of our class to work. So I'm going to close this welcome page. There's some different icons over here on the left. We'll be using the Explorer a lot. That's going to let us get to different files. But today what we need is this extensions option. This is how we're going to come in and we're going to add the Python options. Now, anytime the clock is showing here, that means that it's doing something, pulling information from the internet. So I'm going to type in Python up here, just so that it can start focusing on that. But my Mac's taking a little time to do this, so I'm going to pause the video and I'll resume once it actually is showing the results of that. Okay, so that took about 45 seconds on my Mac, but eventually I did come back and I'm seeing this. And what I want to do now is I want to install the Python extension pack. So it's not the top one, but rather this one that says Python extension pack. This is going to load in not only the Python extension, but a couple of additional ones that just make it a little nicer when coding in Python. Make sure it is the one that's got like millions of downloads, has this name. If it does, go ahead and click install. And I'm going to pause again while that install runs. Okay, so the install completed, and it came up and I got this pop-up saying it requires the command line developer tools. Would I like to install them? So I'm going to say cancel because we installed Python manually. And so now everything is set up ready for use. So I'm going to stop the video here. In the next video, we're going to look at how to set up your folder that you're going to use with this class for development. If you run into problems or have any questions, please reach out to me. Let me know how I can help.